What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Colorado Buffaloes got that dub versus Colorado State. How y'all feel about it? How should we feel about it? Man, let's just jump right in and talk about it. You know how we do.
If this world were mine.
So CU got that win versus Colorado State. I mean, how y'all feel about it? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay positive. It was a win. It was a good win. We got to be honest, though. CSU, a bad team, not a good team. Obviously not as good as the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. Yes, they were missing some pieces. Horton was injured, wasn't able to, contribute, ended up leaving the game. Foster, their best offensive tackle, out the game. Marshall, their best running back, had to leave the game. But even if those guys would have played, it would have been a closer game, but I still think the Buffaloes would have prevailed. But the Buffaloes were a little bit. I mean, look, they should be happy about this win. Let's go ahead and let's just start there. We're not going to take a long time, but they should be happy about this win. I mean, it's a win. Does a win cure all ails? Nah. That's just a saying that people like to say. It cures some things, but it also can mask some things. You know what I mean? You can feel like you won, so you're so proud of these guys. You're so proud of everybody. You want to line them up and, hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? What the heck was that? I mean, that's good that you proud. That's great that you proud. That's great that you know what I'm saying? My goodness, man. But anyway, great showing for the offensive line. Offensive line did a really good job. They featured somewhat of a running game. A successful running game. Gustav, he did a good job. He's a little more powerful, a bigger running back. I thought they protected Shedeur on a high level, which is what you want to see. When you flip that and look at the defensive line, I thought the defensive line did a good job. Now, again, CSU wasn't at their best. So you kind of, whatever. But I thought the guys on the line did a good job up front. I thought they did a good job dictating, you know what I mean? They did a good job controlling what was going on, not getting ran over, pushed out the way. They fought, you know what I'm saying? They ate up some blocks, so they allowed Bentley to be able to make some plays, make some tackles. That's what you want. I mean, he's too little to get through things, to beat blocks. So you want to eat some blocks up so he can roam free and make those plays. We saw the tight end. We saw the tight end. we saw the tight end make some good blocks, actually catch a pass in this game. Again, not that they have to, but you want to utilize the tight end if you're having issues protecting the quarterback and running the ball. But they did a better job this game. Like I said, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. The wide receivers, I thought they did a good job. It was good to see Wester out there, playing well. I'm still not. Again, yes, these guys are fast. They're good. Blah blah blah. I'm just not completely sold. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand their potential and everything, but I see some drop balls here and there. I see some a lack of focus here and there. But when it's right, it's right. I mean, when it's right, it's right. You know what I'm saying? And things were right in this game. They played well. I'm a little, if it comes down to a field goal in the game, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You're putting all this emphasis on bringing in offensive linemen, which you should. I mean, you got to start with that, right? You want to start with the meat and potatoes, right? But field goal kicking is pretty important, especially if I know you want to assume that you're going to score because you got Shedeur and you got these receivers. And yeah, but it might not be like that. We don't know how that offensive line is going to hold up game in and game out. You might have to depend on somebody to get you 3 points. And do we have somebody to depend on to get us 3 points in that kicking game? Anyway, that might cost you if it comes down to it. It might cost you if it comes down to it. But anyway, Travis Hunter, let me say this before we get out of here. Travis Hunter, I thought, did a really good job. Obviously, Shedeur played well. It's CSU, so the rivalry is where you get a lot of the energy at. I just I wouldn't have my team being this cocky, you know what I'm saying, over this win. I mean, it was a bad team. You're supposed to beat this team. You're supposed to beat this team by a large margin. You're supposed to dominate and just outplay this team completely. That's what's supposed to happen. And then you don't have to shake hands. I'm not tripping about, you get what you give. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that plays out down the line for the CU Buffaloes. Again, it is what it is. Make your choice. Shoot, do what you're going to do, man. Just understand. Just understand that there's some things that come along with that. So we'll see what comes along, with some of those decisions being made at the end of the game. We'll see what comes along with that in the future for the CU Buffaloes. Nonetheless, good win. Travis Hunter is an absolute dog. Can he keep up this pace? We'll say this, and also, let's say this. If he does keep up this pace, yeah, there is a chance he can win the Heisman with a team that loses 4 or 5, 6 games. If he keeps up this pace, meaning if he's playing almost every play on both ends, making plays, interceptions, touchdowns, it's going to be hard to deny him that trophy if he's doing those things, regardless of what's happening as far in the win and loss column for the CU Buffaloes. It's going to be hard to deny him that trophy. I mean, let's just say that. It's going to be really tough. So shout out to Travis. I mean, if he keeps this up, there's a chance. There's a chance. If he keeps up this pace, playing on both ends, doing what he's doing, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much obvious. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, will he be able to keep up this pace? And is he built to sustain this pace? He's about 95 pounds, right? You know what I'm saying? Is he built to sustain this pace? He might be. His heart, his determination, that might be all that needs to be measured in this instance. So we'll see how those things play out, for Travis Hunter and the Colorado Buffaloes. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Are you a little more, comfortable now with the CU Buffaloes, or are you still kind of like, well, the Rams were a bad team. They weren't coached really well that game. They did a lot of things that they had no business doing in that game. Why are you doing these things? We'll see how those things play out in the future. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. So I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to get you guys on that next one. All right.
Can't nobody love me like you. Can't nobody love me like